Hello student. Today we are going to start with lesson number 7 following the Mahatma part 1 social science standard 8 second semester. The person whom we recognize as Bapu, father of the nation, and Mahatma is none other than the greatest woman ever, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He went to South Africa to practice law after acquiring means after obtaining the degree of a barrister. The whites had established their supremacy. Supremacy means control over the black natives. Black natives means black original of South Africa. Compared to the whites, the Indians enjoyed very few rights. Gandhiji protested. Protested means objected against this insult and injustice. He discovered the path. The path means the way of truth and non-violence. Non-violence means peaceable to fight against the unjust, which he called the Satyagraha. The struggle for freedom initiated means begin in South Africa under the leadership of Gandhiji. Indians suffered a lot during the struggle, but they never responded with violence. Violence means force. At the end, the struggle became successful and popular. After successful satyagraha in South Africa, Gandhiji returned to India in 1915 at the age of 46. Gandhiji had acquired means obtained international fame. Fame means popularity and respect due to his success in protesting. Protesting means objecting against the racial. Racial means hereditary. Discrimination means differentiation in South Africa. He was given a grand welcome at the Apollo Port, Wellington Pier of Mumbai. Gopal Krishna Gokhale advised Gandhiji to tour the whole of India in the first year to know the plight. Plight means trouble or difficulty of Indians and understand what they needed. After touring means go around the country for a year. Gandhiji established Satyagraha Ashram in Kochrab, Ahmedabad, Gujarat on 25th May 1915. After 2 years, he shifted to the Sabarmati Ashram, Ahmedabad, on the banks of the river Sabarmati. Next, Champaran Satyagraha 1917. Champaran was a place in Bihar near Nepal in the foothills of the Himalaya. It was famous for plantation. The European landlords forced the farmers to produce indigo on 3/20th portion of their land and sell it at lower rate to them. On the request of Rajkumar Shukla, Gandhiji decided to about the issue means matter. But before the inquiry means investigation could start, he was given the order by the magistrate of Champaran to leave the district with immediate effect, means instant result. Gandhiji ignored. Ignored means refuse or disobey this notice. Gandhiji prepared a list of problems faced by the farmers and presented it before the British government. Gandhiji stayed in Motihara village of Champaran and protested. Protested means objected against the unjust. Unjust means the wrong. Ultimately means finally, the Champaran Satyagraha, which was also known as the Indigo Satyagraha, captured. Captured means take the attention. Attention means care of people all over India. Next, Kheda Satyagraha 1917-1918. Kheda district of Gujarat experienced famine in the year 1917. The agricultural production was destroyed. Still, the British government, instead of waiving means give up the tax, tried to collect tax from farmers. Under the leadership of Gandhiji, the farmers started satyagraha against the Britishers. Gandhiji told the farmers that they would not pay the tax until the government accepted their demands. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel quit. Quit means leave his practice as a lawyer as a mark of protest. Protest means objection and joined Gandhiji. Gandhiji wrote a letter to the collector that if the tax of poor farmers was waived means give up, then the richer farmers would pay the regular tax. At the end, the collector passed an order for the same in 1918 and the movement was successful. The Kheda Satyagraha did not yield. Yield means give in much result, but it became important because of the principles on the basis of which it was fought. The farmers became aware. Aware means knowledgeable or up to date, fearless and courageous. Courageous means brave. The most important outcome was that the nation and Gandhiji got a devoted means true, and committed means hardworking leader like Vallabhbhai Patel. Next, Rowlatt Act and Rowlatt Satyagraha 1919. England was victorious. Victorious means winner in the World War First. At the same time, Rowlatt Act was implemented. Implemented means applied by the Britishers to control the public unrest. Unrest means trouble and control the anti-colonial activities. The Rowlatt Act authorized means allowed the government to exercise stricter means harsh control on the press, arrest without warranty. Warrant means permit. And indefinite detention. Detention means arrest in jail without trial. Trial means inquiry. The accused means charge were denied. Denied means rejected. The rights to know the accusers. Accusers means informer. And the evidence. Evidence means proofs used in the trial. Trial means inquiry against them. This act was a complete violation of the fundamental rights and freedom of expression and speech. Gandhiji protested. Protested means objected against this act and called it the Black Act. The Rowlatt Satyagraha was the first struggle of the entire nation against the Britishers, but it was limited to the big cities only. Rallies, that is, processions, were organized and strikes were called out to protest. Protest means objection against this act throughout the country. The Britishers resorted. Resorted means used to suppression. Suppression means crush. To curb. Curb means check this movement. Next is Jallianwala Bagh massacre 1919. As a part of the protest means objection against the Rowlatt Act, the people of Punjab announced a strike on 30th March and 6th April 1919. The condition of Amritsar was almost out of control, and looking at this, martial means fighting law was declared in Amritsar. A meeting was organized on 13th April, that is the day of Baisakhi, in the Jallianwala Bagh to pay tribute. Tribute means salute or praise to martyrs. Martyrs means who was killed or who had sacrificed their life in the battlefield, who becomes Sahid, and also to protest. Protest means objection against the arrest of Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Kichlu. Approximately means around 10,000 people had gathered in this meeting. Generally, General Dyer blocked the only exit of the Bagh and ordered firing at the unarmed. Unarmed means weaponless people gathered there. The firing started without any prior means advance or earlier notice or warning. There were high walls around it, so people could not escape the constant firing. Constant firing means continuous firing. It stopped only when the soldiers ran out of ammunition. Ammunition means finish of bullets. As per the official records, 379 died and 1200 were injured. But in reality, the casualties means sufferer or a person killed or injured were much more than mentioned in the official reports. Gandhiji completely lost his faith in the British sense of justice and fairness. Efforts were made to unite Hindus and Muslims during the Rowlatt Satyagraha. Gandhiji wanted that the Hindus and Muslims should stand united to attain means achieve justice.